Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, and I'm here with my weekly Moonday Oracle Message. And this is going to be a reading for everyone who finds themselves here for the week of February 3rd, 2020. So I'm going to give it a few moments, let everybody see that I am on, and I'm going to take that opportunity to share this onto my personal page. Hi Laura, hi Liz, welcome ladies. I know I'm a little later than I wanted to be today, but things just did not want to line up until exactly the right timing, I suppose. Hi Dawn, welcome beautiful. Thank you for joining, and I'm so happy that you were all able to make it. Jillian, welcome love. Hey Heather. I know it's really late for you, Jillian. You've probably been waiting on me. Hi Flo, welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy you all could make it. How is everybody's moon day starting off? Hey Shelly love, welcome. There we go. Aw, thanks, Jillian. I love you. I hope it's worth waiting for. I hope it. Hey, Noreen. Welcome. Hey, beautiful Tara. Welcome. Hi, Carmela. Hey, Tiffany. Welcome. Thanks for joining, everybody. I'm going to get started in just a minute. Oh, Laura, thank you. I'm so happy that you guys do. It means a lot. Hey, Allie, love. Welcome. Glad you were able to make it. How's everybody's Monday going so far? It's been energetically a little strange feeling for me today. I don't know about the rest of you. It's been kind of feel like I'm in between two worlds, if that makes sense today. Hey, Barbara. Yeah, exactly. It really does, Allie. You're right. Hello, Lara. Welcome, beautiful. I'm so happy you could make it. I know it's really late for you over there. All right, so everybody who is new to my page, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. How this works is I do use my intuitive abilities as well as my oracle cards to ask for a higher message of divine guidance for the world as a collective, so all of us. For our highest and greatest good. It's positive messages. It is a generalized overview message, so it's nothing individualized. It's not a personal reading here today. I do offer those privately. If you're interested, you could feel free to send me a message or check out my services on my page, and you could book a private reading with me. I do also offer healing sessions, so again, feel free to check out my services. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Donna, Amber. Yeah, you made it. I'm so happy that you did. So these messages, again, are a generalized overview, and they are to assist us and with really giving us some insight into the energy of the week, what the theme of the week might be, so what we know, and we really can that way get ahead of anything, move in flow harmoniously with the energy versus, just blindly swimming against the current. So the intention is set that everybody who is meant to hear something from this message will find themselves here. So it doesn't matter if you're watching this live, it doesn't matter if you're watching this on the replay, and it doesn't matter if you're watching this months or years from now. Whenever you come across this, believe that it is in divine synchronicity. And again, there is something that you will resonate with in this message, and it will resonate with every single one of you in your own individual, unique way. Hello, Lindsay. Welcome, love. All right, so I will get to the Moonday message in 1 second. What I like to do first is talk about news and events that we may have going on between here at Magical Me and with my sister business, Oracles of the Light. So if you have not seen our page over there at Oracles, feel free to go ahead and check that out. Again, it's Oracles of the Light. So we try to kind of cross-post everything so that nobody misses anything. Excuse me. My tea has little pieces of lavender floating around in it, and they give my throat a little tickle. Hi, Doreen. Welcome. Oh, no, Noreen, that's weird. You know what, Noreen? Are you on your mobile? Because if you are, I notice that sometimes if you accidentally swipe left or swipe right, it hides your comments. So if you try giving it a swipe, I want to say it's swiping left, but I'm not sure. Try giving it a swipe in either direction, see if that helps you. Hi, beautiful Deb. Welcome. Donna says, thank you for putting my rescue Great Dane on your chart. She's thriving and has survived so far. I am so, so happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing and putting it out there that she was in need of it, because, you know, there's only so much that we do as individuals coming together as one in unity. You know, we are incredibly powerful and really work magic that way. Did that work for you, Noreen? Yeah, welcome, Deb. I'm glad you did. All right, so news and announcements, I'll do that first. Then I'm going to talk really briefly about the energy or empathy forecast. And then I'm going to get into the Moonday message. I will pull a card. And then after that, we will work with the energy of the week and pull a mudra. And then we'll do the mudra together for anybody who wants to hang around till the end for that. So really quickly, news and announcements. So if you have not already seen it, Oracles of the Light launched our new monthly newsletter. So this is something that you do have to subscribe to in order to get the newsletter. It will come monthly to your email. So if you're a person who, has a harder time keeping up to date with Facebook and all the news and, the events when they, find yourself missing events and announcements, you can always sign up to subscribe our newsletter, and then this way you'll never miss anything. Also, we're doing a lot of bonus stuff in this newsletter that we won't do on our pages. So we're doing a special card message of the month. We are going to be adding some tips and insights depending on what is going on or what the theme of the month is. So for February, it's all about love. So we are talking self-love tips. We do have a message pulled there. The news, any events we have going on is there. I know Imbolc and the Goddess Bridget were a really big theme for the beginning of the month since it is on February 1st, February 2nd. So we did bring about information in the newsletter to inviting the Celtic Goddess Bridget into your home and working with the energy of Imbolc. So we're going to do a lot of fun stuff with this newsletter every month. So you can still subscribe. We are still sending out the newsletter even if we've already sent it out. We're going to keep sending it out all month long for new subscribers just until we get ourselves caught up. And then anybody who is already subscribed, the next one that you will get will be for the month of March. So we're also going to be doing like bonus offers, specials, discounts, things like that will only be available in the newsletters. So again, if you're interested, you do have to subscribe. You can, if you scroll through a couple of the posts on Magical Me, you will see where I announced, and I shared the link to subscribe for the newsletter. Also, you can go to www.oraclesofthelight.com and you can go on and subscribe. That way, there should be a pop-up that comes up. If you go over to Oracles of the Light's Facebook page, also there's in one of the posts, there's an announcement with the link. And if you are viewing Facebook on the desktop, unfortunately, it doesn't work for mobile, but if you're viewing it on the desktop, there's an option for email sign up. And then that'll take you right to it. If you need any help, just shoot us a message. Hello, beautiful Katrina and Karen. Happy Moon Day. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy you guys were able to make it, or you ladies. Oracles of the Light does have a reading special going on right now for the month of February, and it's because we are all about love in the month of February, we have decided to bring back our signature Three Fates reading. Because we are oracles, because there are three of us, we do like to embellish the whole Three Fates energy. So we are fates of past, present, and future. So this reading for $60 will get you 3 pre-recorded video readings. It is all about romance and relationships. It is the fates of romance, relationships, past, present, future. So the future is not set in stone, so it is very loosely the near future and what you can expect should you take the guidance that comes in through the other readings as well. So it's relationships of the past and how things have impacted you, what you might be carrying that might be preventing you from really fully being open to receiving love or giving love or being fully in your current relationship. The present is all about, one oracle will be doing the past, one oracle will be doing the present. And that will be all about where you're currently at and what you can do in this moment to better be open to receiving love, put you in alignment with a divine partner. It's different and unique for everybody. And then again, future will be with the final oracle, and it will be all about the near future and what you can expect, what might be coming in, and where your current relationship even might be going. So it's a very interesting, unique reading. Each reading, again, is going to be a pre-recorded private video that will be sent to you. So you're getting three videos, 3 separate readings in for $60. Each reading, I think, is going to be between 15 to 20 minutes long. So you can sign up for that by messaging us. Also, you should see on Oracles of the Light's page, there is an offer. And if you look in the offer section, you will see the reading offer there, as well as the payment link to sign up. The readings will launch on the 5th. So we will start recording them, start getting them sent out. There is a tiny waiting list right now. So if you're interested, I really do encourage you to jump on them. Gift certificates. Oracles are, we do have gift certificates for anybody who is interested in purchasing one for your Valentine, whether it be a friend, a family member, and even a significant other, male or female. Oracles offer an array of healing services, oracle readings, spiritual communication readings that you can all benefit from. So if you're interested in gifting any of those for Valentine's Day, we do have them available both digitally and in person as well. What are you doing, you silly girl? She's trying to steal my pen. And that is Freya, my kitty goddess of love, although she doesn't act very loving sometimes. She likes to steal things. Let's see, is there anything else that we have going on? February 22nd, I am teaching a energy healing class, and it is Reiki energy healing. It is in person only, so you do have to be local to Easton, Pennsylvania or Phillipsburg, New Jersey area, the Lehigh Valley. Our facility is located in Easton, Pennsylvania, Wilsonboro to be exact. And I am teaching an Usui Reiki energy healing level 1. It is a certification class. You will be certified. You will learn all you need to know in one day, and your life will be changed. Energy healing is just essential to, as we move and shift and grow and rise into these higher frequencies, and just being able to facilitate the overall health and well-being of ourselves. And it allows you to shift the energy all around you. It allows you to shift the energy of the planet, because healing starts with ourselves. Also, you can become a vessel and channel to facilitate the overall well-being of your children, your loved ones, your pets, even the earth, trees, plants. Everything can benefit from Reiki energy healing. So again, I am teaching that on February 22nd. If you're interested, the events have been created. I think that's it for the month of February. We do have things going on for March. Tor Webster from Glastonbury, England, is coming to our space to offer channelings and healing sessions. The event is created. I'll be talking a little bit more about that in the next week or so to come. And we do have the lovely Elizabeth Loan from Conscious Creations coming in to teach the beginnings of understanding birth charts at our space on March 14th. So again, events have been created. If you're interested, more information is there. Karen Lindsay, did I forget anything? Because I really just did wing that off the top of my head. Let me know. If so, feel free to drop it in the comments. And Karen and Lindsay are my lovely two other partners from Oracles of the Light, for all of you who don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so we are going to get into the empathy energy forecast. So it's been an interesting day. It's been an interesting couple of days. You know, yesterday was that massive day everybody has been talking about. Thanks, Linz. You know, where it's kind of like a mirror day. And it was, you know, if you look at it, it was, and this is actually funny because before I realized this, because I had never heard of this, but before I realized this, Lindsay was working on our newsletter and she sent it over to Karen and I to proofread. And she accidentally messed up the day, the date she had meant to put 2 for February and then 2020. But the way that she did it was like 020202 or something. And I caught it and I sent it over to her and I was like, oh my God, it's so funny. It looks like a code. And sure enough, within the next couple of days, posts started coming up everywhere. Spiritual channels, intuitives have been receiving information about this date of February 2nd, 2020 is 0202 2020, which is an exact mirror replica of itself. And I forget the name of it. It starts with a P, palindrome day, something like that. Hasn't happened in 969 years, 900 and some odd years, and it will not happen again for another 1,000 years. At the end of the day, to put this and keep it nice and short, that is a code, and it is, and we've got 20 viewers right now, by the way. So you hear me talk a lot about light codes, these activation days, numerology, and how powerful it is, how each number and each number sequence has an energetic frequency to it, and that frequency serves as kind of like a trigger, an upgrade, a download to really kind of sync us individually as well as a collective, depending on what we need at our kind of like checkpoints, if you will. See a license plate that says 444, 333, you know, you're seeing them for a reason. And it's really, it doesn't matter if you don't understand what it means. It's just an opportunity to pause and kind of just allow and absorb it, you know, because really that's what's happening. It is an essentially a code. It kind of reminds me of like, is it binaural codes that you see with computer programming where it's like 0101. It's kind of like that. So that was a really big code activation that was coming in. I do believe that it had to do with the facilitating of the birthing of the feminine divine or the sacred feminine coming back in energetically. It's no coincidence that during the Super Bowl yesterday, and I didn't watch the Super Bowl, I only watched the halftime show. The one thing that stood out to me when I watched Jennifer Lopez and Shakira do their thing on that stage was, holy crap, look at the divine feminine rise. Talk about sacred feminine warrior. Now, this isn't about women or men. It's not about feminist. It's not about feminism. This is about equality. And this is about the rising of the sacred feminine that has been repressed for thousands of years and left us as a collective out of alignment. So it really was interesting to me that it was like these two fierce women on stage, really living life authentically, doing their thing, representing. And I thought it was just beautiful. And there's no coincidences. It was really speaking volumes about moving those hips, right? And that's interesting because belly dancing is a really ancient form of magic and movement and activating your chakra centers. So it's like spiritual awakening through movement. All right, if I can just kind of keep it sweet and short for all of you. So it was just really powerful. There was some magic happening up there on that stage, and they were just the vessels. So very powerful stuff going on right now. I will tell you also what I personally have been feeling as an empath is between yesterday and today, I have felt like I'm in my nesting phase. And any woman who has ever been pregnant and close to the end of your pregnancy knows what that means. The nesting phase is when you are really essentially about to give birth and you start to intuitively or instinctively start to prepare yourself. For example, when I was pregnant, I would go around needing to scrub and clean everything. I was doing tons of laundry when I should have been kind of taking it easy and resting. It was like getting everything together, cleared out energetically, and making sure that everything was really just kind of organized and ready to go. So this is like what a mama will do, and even like you think of like mother birds, when they're building their nest and they're starting to, run out and get all the, essential components to build their nest and to make it nice and warm and comfortable. They really do start preparing themselves right before their babies are about to hatch. So it's the same thing, and that's really interesting considering I am not pregnant. Knock on wood. Everybody knock on wood. Not that that's not a beautiful blessing for those who want that, but I have my son is going to be 21. My daughter is about to be 18. So no, I am not pregnant, but I am pregnant with potential. And that's what I heard. So for me, I feel like I need to get everything organized. I need to get everything planned. I need to start putting things into action. I think I was up to almost midnight last night working on stuff for the newsletter and figuring stuff out and getting little details. I think I was doing stuff for the end of the year, like accounting stuff. I just needed to get everything done. So what does that mean? We are moving into the full moon on the 9th of February. And the full moon within itself is a time of fullness. It is that when we, I should say, if you look at the moon in reference to the phases of a woman's life, you would have the waxing moon as the maiden energy. Then you would have the full moon as the mother energy. And then you'd have the waning moon as the crone energy, so nearing the end of a woman's life. We're currently in the waxing phase. This is when we are building, increasing in energy. This is when we are prime with potential. This is the perfect time to make new plans, set intentions, and to really work towards getting things going. At the time of the full moon, it is interesting because it's both a completion of a cycle and where you're coming up for completion of things, but it is also when we are at the peak of power and we are really literally just getting ready to give birth or release symbolically. So I'm really kind of feeling like I'm about to be reborn. I'm about to give birth to myself, if that makes sense. So I'm really all about putting the energy out there for creating things. So the full moon is going to be in the sign of Leo, the fiery sign of Leo on the 9th. And that is the sign of that courageousness, that fearlessness, which is interesting because we were just talking about that sacred feminine warrior energy. And really kind of standing in your power there, think in terms of sovereignty, that king of the jungle, queen of the jungle. It is really about coming into alignment with your power, with your truth, asserting yourself. So all in all, this is a great time to work intention and magic for, what, Lindsay, holla Leo, yeah, because she's a Leo, but essentially Leo is a fire sign, and it is also the sign of connected to the sun. The planet ruled is the sun there. So you've got all this solar masculine energy there with fire, but it's in the moon. Okay, so the moon is in that sign right now. So you see the polarity shift there to the sacred feminine. The moon is the feminine aspect. The moon is also connected to the element of water. So that to me suggests what? a divine union. So this is about us coming into our balance, our sovereignty, our unity within. So what should you be doing this week with that energy, with that fullness? If you're like me, you want to get the plans, you want to get things done, you want to get the plans set, you want to make some sort of an agenda for yourself to really work magic for new beginnings. Let's see, what else could you be doing at this time? The inspiration, calling forth, and I did that the other day. I actually sat down, called in the Celtic goddess Bridget, lit fire with, my candles, and called in the energy of fire as well. And I asked for divine inspiration of what I should focus my energy on with my path going forward at this time. So, and I did, I received that. So you could be doing that as well if you feel a little lost, a little confused, really harnessing the magic of this time right now. So think in terms of you are getting ready to give birth to something amazing in your life. What is that? I would sit with that for a little while, and I would start allowing the inspiration, that creative fire magic, come to you, and then write things down. Then you want to sit and start making plans how you can put this new energy into action, if that makes sense to everybody. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So that's what I've been feeling. I've been feeling kind of somewhat emotional. I see Amber, somebody said that they had headaches and anger and anxiety coming up. That would explain what needs to be released and dealt with right now. So why are you feeling? It's almost like the anxiousness comes up because it's like, I need to move, but I really don't know how to move. So maybe dealing with why those feelings are coming up right now. The headaches to me would suggest the overload of energy that's coming in right now. Obviously, you use common sense, get it checked out if it's something that doesn't go away. But lots of water, stay hydrated. The energy coming in is really heavy. It's very intense, and it's still pushing us through those transformational doorways. And in that process, we have to lose those things that aren't able to come with us because they prevent us from transforming. So the anger coming up, love, sit with that, own it, acknowledge it, and then look to where it's coming from, and then work through releasing it. Okay, so now that I understand this, it served its purpose. How do I move forward? Things like that, okay? Dawn says cleaning, organizing, out with the old, in with the new, so much self-love. Absolutely. And thank you for saying that, because yeah, that is self-love. Getting rid of things and clutter and things that just don't, everybody thinks self-love is just about, saying positive things to yourself and loving yourself and maybe even resting. I did rest today. I rest as I cleaned. And that seems like an oxymoron, but it's not, because for me, it was essential that I needed to get these things done for my own sanity. I needed to be in an energetically free space. And that's how my best magic is now going to come forward, because I cleared out the clutter. As within, so without, right? So when I'm doing something in my home, when I'm doing something physically, what is going on energetically or spiritually, and vice versa. All right. Hello, beautiful Elizabeth. Welcome, and thank you for being here. So you missed the news and announcements, and I am just wrapping up the energy forecast, but I'm about to go into the Moonday message, so either way, you're still in divine timing. It's probably why we didn't hear from each other much today. It might be the only time. All right. So with all that said, with all these feels going on right now, I decided to work with the Oracle of the Mermaids again by Lucy Cavendish. Oops, wrong way. Okay. Mermaid energy is perfect for self-love. I love working with the energy of mermaids, especially when someone's, they want a reading and they're asking about relationships, because mermaids are all about the emotions. They are all about the feelings. But most importantly, mermaid energy brings about the relationship with the self. So self-love is really why I'm calling their energy in right now. But let's see what message comes forward. for the world as a collective for the week of February 3rd, 2020. Oh, well then. Perfect timing, Tammy. Welcome. Thank you for being here, love. I just pulled the card. I haven't even shown it yet. Mermaid Perfect. I'm soaking in my tub. Ooh, good for you. Perfect thing to do for self-love. All right. So we did just have 22 viewers, right? The year, you hear me talk about this all the time. It is 2020, breaks down to be a number 22. That is a master number. And it is the master builder, which means that you, my loves, are the architect of your life. So this means it is up to you to build it, not to sit and wait for it. It is up to you to build it, to make it come to you, okay? Create it. And so it's also a 4. 4 is the number of your foundations, direction, building, your structure. So really, essentially, master builder and number 4 go hand in hand there. It's really about your stability and what you're building your life on. Here we go. Ready? This is a doozy. This is the card of divine sensuality. Welcome, Angel. Thanks for being here, love. The card says, making love erotica. Ooh. Well then. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the elephant out of the room, and I am just going to address it. This is about relationships this week. This is about divine unions within this week. Okay, so within the self, that's most important. You got to work on the relationship within. And then this is about the relationships on the outside this week. So exterior, romantic partnerships, new love interests coming in this week. For those of you who are single, are available, you could, there's going to be 22 again. This is about, how do I want to word this? Divine compatibility. This is a chemistry that is perfectly in sync coming together this week. So the reason that this is coming up is because, hello, Denise, welcome. Thank you for being here. I did just pull the card for the week, and I'm getting into explaining now. It is master number 22, divine sensuality. And the card says making love and erotica. So the obvious message here is that there is serious romantic movement this week for those of us who are in a new relationship, who are in even who've been in a relationship for a long time. You can expect to see something shift and maybe kick it up a notch this week. But for those of you who are single and available, you can also expect to come into contact with a divine complement. Okay, that's just the best way that I can put that word. Somebody who complements you on a soul, spiritual, everything level. All right. So the sensuality aspect of this is saying like the making love is not necessarily physical. Okay. So I want to explain this. Making love to me is about creating love. The components, if love was a recipe, it's about having the ingredients to make love. So I do feel like this is about people within ourselves and, within a union, doing things that create a space for love to thrive, to not just survive, but to thrive. So creating that harmonious, loving space for one another. For those of you who are in a new relationship and feeling, that could be very uncomfortable place. Well, happy birthday, Tammy. Happy early birthday, love. What's going on for your birthday this week, huh? I'm going to lose my train of thought. So, coming into a new relationship, we really could feel Oh, there's the TF comment. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming, Brenna. Thank you. I've been trying to avoid saying twin flames, but, you know, the cat's out of the bag. Divine complement, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. There's a powerful chemistry connection coming in this week. Take it how you want that. It is the union, you know, the divine union, and it has to happen within first. But if it doesn't happen, you know, if it does happen within, then you have that perfect alignment for you being vibrationally compatible with your perfect complement to come in and connect with you. For those of us who are possibly coming into something new, you know, it's feeling, you know, we get into that place of feeling uncertain, doubting ourselves, the confidence. You know, we start having all these weird emotions come up to the surface that threaten to shake us, to make us question ourselves. Is this person going to like me? Am I good enough? Am I worthy? You know, all of these things. I know I've been trying not to say it, but it's like, whatever, it's there. You know, it's about owning your divine sensuality. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your level of spirituality is. You are a divine, sensual being because that's how you were designed. You have a divine gift, birthright. You yourself are love. You were birthed through love, and you will return to love. So the only thing, my friends, is love. So it is about owning that love, coming into that union within, that sovereignty that says, I am woman or man, hear me roar, but I am also not just the warrior. It's like the Leo with the moon, whereas Leo is that roar with the sun. You've got the Leo with the moon that's just the stoic, majestic knowing that doesn't need to roar. You see, so you can be both courageous, fearless, in your power, at the same time being soft and vulnerable. So balancing that within yourself, but knowing that you are the divine sovereign incarnate. You are a sovereign being. So using that energy to move forward. This is about releasing the fear of persecution, releasing the fear of rejection, releasing all of those games and preconditioned things, the wounds of the past, moving into this relationship that is a relationship unlike any other. It is just about being completely open within your heart, literally baring your chest for the world and that person to see. So it is about making love, not in the physical sense, although I'm sure that that's bound to happen. It's also about really creating love through you, through your presence, through the love also that you give to yourself. So the biggest message I feel like, even though it talks all about the sexy, sexy times, I do feel like this is about the love of self, because at the end of the day, that is essential to what is needed in a harmonious relationship moving forward. So this is about you building for those of you who it might not be a compatible person coming in, it's more about making love with the self. And that sounds very wrong, but that's not what I mean. I mean it about giving the love to the self and creating that same space. What you would do to make yourself more appealing to someone else, to a partner, it's about making yourself more appealing for you. Really embodying the essence of sensuality and love. And that, we were talking about Shakira and her hips. Hello, beautiful Judy. Welcome. Hey, Deborah, welcome. You guys popped in at a very interesting time. That movement that they had, that, the fierceness, that was sensual. That was sexy. And that was majestic. So it's about that embodiment. Having that within yourself, carrying yourself that way, knowing and giving the love to self. All right. I'm really drawn to all the pinks and the reds, but it's more of like a magenta color, which to me is about your root chakra mixed in with the heart, mixed in with the earth star chakra. So to me, it's like knowing who you are and loving it. So if I could really sum this up for anybody this week and how it might apply to you, know who you are, love it, and own it. Stand in it this week. That is the fire and the softness needed in order to achieve that in which you seek. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to everybody. It was a really long way to get there, but I was trying to cover all of the bases. So quite the interesting thing, you know. It's going to be interesting next Monday tuning in to see how this week played out. All right. Hello, Hannah. Welcome, love. Thanks for being here. So anybody who just tuned in, I'll show you the card again really quickly, and you can catch back the rest on replay, as well as news and announcements, as well as the energy empathy forecast. It was 22, divine sensuality, making love and erotica. So it's really, again, I want to do this, I believe this is called the Hridaya Mudra. It's about giving the love to self. And then through the love of self, does the love without begin to take form. Okay. Ooh, another birthday. Oh, well, I think we will, I'll be here next Monday too, again before that, but happy birthday if I do not see you. And that is a very magical number, and it is just in that full moon window there. So yeah, it's a big one this month. All right, so that is the Moonday message for the week. I'm going to be real interested to see what the Mudra is going to do this week too. Did I miss anything? Yeah. All right. Whew. Way to keep it nice and light, Spirit. All right. So, mudras. So every week I like to talk about what Spirit's giving us guidance on, you know, but it's one thing to hear it and just hear someone talking to you or at you about something. How do you make that work for you? How can you facilitate that? How can you really kind of trigger it into action? So mudras are incredibly magical, powerful ways to really create healing, growth, and expansion within yourself. Oh, I missed you too, sweetheart, and I'm so happy that you were just able to be here, though. Yeah, thanks for that. So the word mudra itself is Sanskrit, and Sanskrit is one of the oldest languages. It is believed to be a form of light language, and so it is incredibly powerful healing through just using Sanskrit words. It is all has to do with the vibration and the sound, because sound is one of the most powerful forms of healing that there is. So when you make the sound of each Sanskrit word, you are actually triggering the vibration, which then sets, you know, the ball in motion for healing, clearing out blocks, whatnot. So mudra actually translates to energy seal, or just seal. So you create these seals by using your hands. Okay, so within your hands you have palm chakras. Once these are activated, you can channel energy through them. And energy healers, this is actually, once they have their palm chakras open and activated, this is actually how they use their hands to channel healing energy through. So through your fingertips, you have triggers that are connected to the elements. And so literally the power is in your hands. So each mudra is then linked to an energy center or chakra within your energy body. So using these mudras, it can enable you to channel energy into those chakras, which then channels energy into your energy body. Each chakra rules over the 4 main bodies and a different specific placement within your bodies. So you have the physical body, you have the emotional body, you have the mental body, and you have your light or spiritual body. So using one mudra, you can channel energy into all of those bodies at once. Some mudras are linked to all of the chakras. You have 7 main, but many, many more. Again, each mudra rules over something in your physical body and then connects to those corresponding layers through the other 3 bodies. You have more than that, but I'm just trying to keep it short and sweet. So they really are incredibly powerful and do facilitate physical healing, relief of any physical ailments or illness that you might have going on, or alleviation. Also clearing out energetic blocks in your emotional body, in your mental body, or in your spiritual body that actually might be trickling down onto the physical. So these are really powerful and can be life-changing. Mudras have been being used for thousands and thousands of years, most known by the ancient Tibetan monks, but they're still very widely used all over the world in many different spiritual practices. So, Allie says, I miss your Goddess Circle sessions. Oh, yes, well, we miss you having you there, but, you know, divine timing. You know, if you ever decide to make your way back, you know where I am. So, hello, Michelle. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I hope I said your name right. All right, so we are going to pull a mudra and see which one comes forward for us this week. They do usually go hand in hand with the message that comes through to assist us in facilitating that shift in energy that we most need. Some of these mudras are really potent, okay? They are literally, you are channeling energy through your body into your energy centers. So if you do suffer certain physical ailments on your physical body, it can overstimulate them and cause a bit of irritability. So some of them come with caution. If there's a caution for the mudra that comes forward, I will say that first and foremost before we use it so that you can make the choice on your own as to whether it's a good idea for you to use it or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. The deck that I'm working with is Mudras for Awakening the Energy Body by Alison D. Nicola. Okay, all right. So, hi, Jana. Thank you, Donna, for sending her over here. Welcome. Anything that you missed, you can catch it all back on replay as soon as I'm done airing live, okay? It's quite a bit. All right. So what mudra comes forward to assist us this week, February 3rd, 2020, with what we most need? Woo! Speaking of all that red and root chakra, connecting with that physical self there, it is the Pranidhana mudra. And this is surrender. All right. So again, this being the color red, it's telling us that it naturally connects to the root chakra, though that might not be the only one it connects with. It does help us to surrender and release control. The root chakra, if you have a blocked root chakra or an underactive root chakra, because it is about your physical presence, it's also about your stability, your security, really feeling protected as well. Lots of people go through have fears of needing to control their circumstances, being afraid that if they let go for a second, things are going to fall apart. Any sort of fears, it does affect and block your root chakra. So when we're going through this place that we're all being guided into this week to really embrace our sexy, that takes a kind of surrender, not overthinking it. And especially if it does involve another person and a relationship, what do we want to do? We want to go here. We want to get into our head. We want to control everything. We need to know what's going on. What do they think? What's happening? Does it mean this? Does it? Stop. Surrender. So it assists with release. support, and grounding, keeping you nice and grounded because you might need it when you get swept off your feet. It benefits reducing tension, supports eliminatory and reproductive systems, slows and directs the breath into the pelvis. And so what you do, there is a caution with this one. It does lower your blood pressure. So anybody who does suffer from low blood pressure already, this might not be the mudra for you. Angie Walters, my lovely soul sister from Canada, Crystal Essence Healing is her business page. She works a lot more in depth than with mudras and the chants that you can utilize in conjunction with the mudra instead of actually doing the mudra. When she tunes in, she often drops in the comments further information that this deck doesn't provide. So Angie Walters, when you watch this back, love, if you feel comfortable with sharing the chant or the mantra that can go along with this and any more information pertaining to this, please feel free, and I greatly appreciate it. It's an alternative for those that can't work with the actual mudra because of the physical issue. All right. So again, use at your own discretion and caution if you already suffer from low blood pressure. For those of you who have high blood pressure, this is your mudra. Okay. So how we are going to do this together, for those of you who want to, we are going to bring your hands together, connect the tips of the index and pinky fingers together. Okay. Index, pinkies, bring them together, right? So then you are going to curl the middle and ring fingers and touch the tips of the thumbs. Okay, so these ones together, we're going to curl them down and touch the tips of the thumbs. Am I doing that right? No. Let me see, because I'm doing it. I'm trying to show you the opposite way. Okay? Like that. All right? So again, index, pinkies, touching. Bend the other fingers down and have them touch the thumbs. But then you are going to turn it upside down like this. All right? I want you to hold this in front of the belly. Okay? Drop your shoulders. Straighten your spine. Close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And release by blowing the breath out of your mouth. Again, nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And release. Last time, nice deep breath in through your nose. Hold. And release. And you can state, with deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. With deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. With deep awareness, I surrender what I no longer need. And so it is. And you can open your eyes. I think that's incredibly amazing too, considering that creating love for the self, making love for the self, and self-love also does have to do with saying, I don't need these things anymore in my life. You know, letting go, releasing things that just don't serve you anymore. That is also a huge part of self-love, okay? So this mudra is wonderful to also help you to calm yourself down for those of you who may be suffering from anxiety, getting into a place of fear or panic. this does, if you just practice it along with me, you'll notice this amazing anchoring feeling and calm that just comes over you when you do that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this. I'm going to post it on my page as soon as I'm done here. And I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and save it to your phone or your device, whatever you watch on, and take it with you. Work with it all week long, because even if there are unconscious things that you're holding on to that you don't even realize, this is going to facilitate the release of that. All right? So, much love to all of you. Thank you all so much for being here, for participating with me, for spending your hour in your evening with me. Love to all, and I really do look forward to seeing you again next week and to hearing all about this amazing magical week that's supposed to happen. Love and blessings. Bye-bye.